That's what comes with the bigger, that's what comes with New York. Like, why would you live in New York City? Well, all the money's there at one point, all the media is there. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with Miami. That's why everybody's moving down here. The real estate is crazy because all the media, all the money is pretty much in Miami right now, shifting down from New York and LA, draining out.
I don't know if you saw
day
this,
by day.
but the MLS, Messi just got exclusive rights with was Apple TV,
Crazy.
streaming platform, by the way.
Yeah.
Streaming platform. So you've got that happening. You've got what's happening with Value Payment, Patrick Bet-David. You've got Fresh and Fit down here.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro's down here.
Rubin's down here too, I'm pretty sure.
Dave Rubin's down here, moved from LA. So all the independent media is starting to circle here. And again, this is kind of, and we could talk about my media business plan at some point, but
yeah,
what I think we're going to start to see is people are you're going to fly in to go to a conference. You're going to fly in to speak on, say, the Value Payment with Patrick Bet-David. And you're going to want to stop in my studio. You're going to want to stop in Rubin's studio. You're going to want to stop at all these independent media studios. I do also wonder, because Florida has turned much more conservative.
Yes.
It went DeSantis crushed it in the last election. In California, obviously very, very blue.
Yes.
Right. So I wonder if we're going to see a dynamic where if you want to talk blue and all the, like Bill Maher, all the liberal speaking points, well, you got to go to Cali for that. And if you want to speak to the conservative and the independent type speakers, you're going to be in South Florida. I wonder if we're going to see a sort like that.
You probably will see that, depending on what happens with different things, because you had a major influx with how DeSantis handled things during the not to be mentioned period of time that lasted for about 2 years, right? That he, had the policies that allowed different things to happen in a different way. And people came down here because they were really just trying to escape. And it led to a very interesting environment. It led to a lot of money. It led to a lot of confusion as well. I mean, I went to the Bitcoin event 2021, and it was an amazing event with all these amazing people. But at the same time, people were confused with what Miami was at that time. They were showing up and they were saying, wow, Miami's so cool. I've seen Miami I grew up here. I grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, right? And so South Florida, seeing the environment change. You went to Miami 2016, 2017, pretty much all it was a party scene with the best clubs in the world and the best house music, which I'm a huge house music guy. I sing some house music. I've got some big connections in the industry. It was all music. And then all of a sudden, like that, you have Bitcoin convention, you have Vault, you have Grant Cardone,
NFT Miami, and all these people in Miami going, wow, I love this. This is amazing. You had rents go from, let's say, the same place for $1,200, $1,300. There was a place in Miami that I was looking at renting when I had no money for like $900 a month, right? In this building, and it was during the summer, and in the summer in Miami, the rents went down. It used to go down. And that was 2019. After what happened, that same place, 900 is probably 1,700, 1,800 minimum. Like you cannot find a place for $900 a month. My home is tripled in value. We bought it at 165. We could probably sell it for 410, 420.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's wild. But there's a lot of expenses. But the other thing I think that makes South Florida, again, we're bringing this back to South Florida being the new hub for independent media and business. You don't have a state income tax as a business. So if you're creating all this media experience, like the taxes I pay, like I talk to my friends who are in Cali, I'm telling them what I'm paying in taxes. They're telling me what, and it's not even close. It's not even close. So if you're growing a business, the taxes are a killer, especially for a small business. If you're a huge business, it's easier to eat that bullet. But if you're an up and coming business owner, it's freaking hard. 90% of businesses fail.
Yeah.
90% of small businesses fail. And taking off that tax burden is a big freaking deal. And especially if I hate to use the term riding the coattails, but if all the big media companies are going to be down here, it makes it more accessible for doing this in-person thing. The vast majority of the recordings I've done for the show have been remote. I use Riverside FM. That's my go-to. But I definitely wanted to start doing more of this in-person stuff. But I want to get your opinion on this, Don.
Yeah.
A lot of big creators are doing the in-person stuff now. I see Travis Chappell is doing it. He's the founder of Guestio. A friend of mine, Jeremy Slate, doing in-person. And these are not huge podcasts, but they're starting to get on this trend. So
I'm wondering, is the in-person recording too late? Are we too late with this? Does there need to be something else to differentiate it, that blue ocean type of strategy to make it different and to really stand out as this market becomes more crowded?
I think the thing to make it stand out is have a head start on the media infrastructure. So I was going to bring that up about a minute ago. I was thinking in my head about media infrastructure being that the only reason why LA and New York still exist as media operations in some of the other big cities is they have the studios and they have the equipment and they have everything you need to make a major motion picture.
Yeah.
You're not making a major motion picture in studios down in South Florida yet. You have Orlando, kind of. I don't know what they've filmed out of the Orlando location for movies. I mean, we'd probably be surprised what they've filmed. But if you go to LA and you go to New York, you have the big headquarters where they can film the bigger shows that do metrically really, really well. So you're going to see a shift to more and more studios, more and more excitement, more and more infrastructure to Miami. Once Miami makes that shift infrastructurally, that's when you'll see it take over the media landscape.
I could also, you don't need those big studios anymore.